my name is Harjinder Kaur. I have done BTech and MTech from Computer Science Engineering from Guru Nanak Institution of Technology, Hyderabad. And I have 3+ years of experience teaching to BTech students. And I have taught them C language, C++, and Java basics. So let's start with the content. So the let's first I'll share the screen of my PPT. So here we'll start with the C programming language. So what is C? C was developed by Dennis M. Ritchie in 1970 at Bell Labs. So C programming language is a high-level language. It will be a multi-dimensional language also, called as multi-language also. So let's start with the introduction about the programming language. What are the programming languages? So introduction about the programming language, we study these subtopics under this one. So what is programming language? Why there are so many programming language? What are the types of programming language? Does the world need new languages? So then in this we'll study what is programming language. Means not C programming language, but all the basics of programming language. So why there are so many language? Why C, C++, Java, Python, C#, JSP? Why these languages are there? So what are the types of programming? How many types of programming languages are there? And why the world need new languages in future? We're going to study about these topics. So what is programming language? Programming language is a set of rules that provides a way of telling a computer what operation to perform. So it has a specific rules that tells the computer, user will tell the computer what operations has to be performed by the computer. So programming language is a set of rules for communicating an algorithm. So it has a rules to communicate an algorithm. Like algorithm will have some method. It will from starting to ending. So what all operations are performing in the algorithm. So computer will tell the user will tell to the computer that these methods has to be performed by the computer. So programming language, it has some rules, set of rules. So it provides a linguistic framework for describing computation. It has its own framework where all these computations will be provided. So next one, continuation of programming language. A programming language is a notational system for describing computation in a machine readable and human readable form. So it has a system which tells the machine describe the computations in a machine readable and human readable form. That means it will user will tell the machine to perform these operations. Machine will perform it is in its own readable form, and after operation it will give the output in the form of human readable form. Next one is what is programming language. So English is a natural language. It has words, symbol, and grammatical rules. Means whatever English language we are using, it has its own words like whatever words we are using, symbols and grammatical rules. It has some grammar rules in that. Same as English language, a programming language also has words, symbols, and rules of grammar. So the programming language also has its own words, symbols, and rules of grammar. The grammatical rules are also called as syntax. So the whatever rules we are using in the programming languages, they are called as syntax. Based on that syntax, we are going to perform the programming based on the computer. So each programming language has a different set of syntax rules. So it means that C programming language has its own rules. C++ has its own syntax rules. Java has its own syntax rules. So why there are so many languages? Why does some people speak French? Why people speak French? Like we speak Hindi, English, and what are native language? Why people speak their language? Programming language has evolved over time as better ways have been developed to design them. Like it has over the time, as the time passes, we are developing a better ways to design the programming languages. First programming languages were developed in 1950s. So the first programming language, it is developed in the 1950s. Since the thousands of languages have been developed after that, after 1950s, there are many languages have been already developed. Different programming languages are designed for different types of programs. So the C programming language is designed for operating systems, and Java is for applications. So different programming languages are designed for different types of programs. So the next one is levels of programming language. So the first high level programming language, we have already seen the glass triangle. This is the syntax. Syntax of the high level programming language. Low level program, it has like load, we are writing all in uppercase, we are using uppercase letters. Executable machine code, computer always execute its code in the form of zeros and ones, that is binary code. What are the types of programming languages? So there are 5 types of programming languages. The first generation language, second generation languages, third generation languages, fourth generation languages, and fifth generation languages. So the first generation language is a machine language. So operation codes such as addition and subtraction. Like if we are performing addition and subtraction, we are using an operation codes on that. Operands. Operands means like what identify the data to be processed. Means what data has to be processed, it will identify. Like A equals to A plus B. So A equals, will give the number A equals to 10 plus B equals to 20. So A equals to 30. So answer will be 30. So a machine language is a machine dependent, as it is the only language the computer can understand. So machine language is always dependent on the machine language only, because machine language, computer can understand only machine language, not the human language. What is machine language? It will be in the form of zeros and ones, that is binary code. Very efficient code, but very difficult to write. It is a very efficient, but it is always difficult to write. What is the second generation language? Second generation language is the assembly languages. Symbolic operation code replaced binary operation codes. Like symbolic operation codes always replaced by the binary operation. Like whatever human are giving, it is in the form of symbols. But after symbols, after the user is giving to the computer, replaced in the form of the binary codes. Assembly language. A program needed to be assembled for execution by the computer. Assembly languages are all needed to be assembled for the execution by the computer. Each assembly language instruction is translated into one machine language instruction. Whatever instruction the user is giving, so it will translate it into each single line language is translated into the one machine language instruction. So very efficient code and easier to write. Third generation language, closer to English, but includes simple mathematical notations. Like we are giving to the in the form of English language, but we are giving some, combining it with some the mathematical notations. So programs written in source code, which must be translated into machine language. Programs called object codes. Programs, it is written in the form of the source code. Going on a third generation language, so closer to English, but includes simple mathematical notation. Like English language, we are including some mathematical operations in that. So program written in source code, which must be translated into machine language programs, called object code. Means it has some source code like hash include. After that, we are using the library files. Then we are using the main functions, and after that we are writing the body in that one. Then we are closing and get ch, like whatever code we are giving, after compiling it, then we are seeing the output on the output screen. So the whatever we are writing, in the so it is in the form of the source code. After that, so it is translated into the machine language. After we write the code, then it is transferred into the machine language programs, that is called the object code. The translation of source code to object code is accomplished by the machine language system program called compiler. After the source code is converted into the object code, then object code is the machine language system program. So after that, after we are compiling it, so whatever we are compiling it, it will show if there is any error occur in the program or not. If there is any error occur in the program, it will show the error displayed down the source code. So it is in it has to be done by the compiler. So whatever source code we have written, after saying, it will convert into the object code. So object code is will be performed by the compiler. So the translation of source code to object code is accomplished by a machine language system program called a compiler. So next is third generation language. I think, sorry, continue of this one. Alternative to compilation is interpretation, which is accomplished by the system program called an interpreter. After alternative, the compilation, in C language, we are using the compilation, but in C++ and Java language, we are using the interpretation. So the alternative of compilation is an interpretation, which is accomplished by the system program, is called an interpreter. So the common third generation languages are Fortran, COBOL, C and C++, and Visual Basics. So the fourth generation languages, a high level language is 4GL that requires fewer instructions to accomplish a task than a third generation languages. Like in the fourth generation languages, we are using only few instructions, not all the instructions, whatever we are using in the third generation language. So used with the databases. So what we are using these fourth generation language in the databases. So what are the databases uses? Query languages, report generators, form designer, application generators. So the fifth generation languages, declarative languages, that is functional, list.scheme, SML, also called as applicative. These are used for the applications also. So everything is a function. So whatever we are writing in the declarative languages, these are, it is all the information, it is called as a function. So logic, prologue, based on the mathematical logic, rule or constraint based. So whatever we are writing the logic, it is based on the mathematical. Whatever mathematical instructions we are writing, it is based on the mathematical. So rule, and they are having some rules, or it is a constraint based. So beyond fifth generation languages, though no clear definition at present, natural languages programs generally can be interpreted and executed by the user than stating their questions. So there is no clear definition at present for the after beyond the fifth generation languages. So these limited capabilities are at present. So there are some limited capabilities which is present now. So the principal paradigm. So imperative programming C, object-oriented programming C++, logic and declarative programming Prolog, functional and applicative programming. So the some of the principles of the languages, these are, that is imperative programming, object-oriented programming, logic, declarative programming, functional and applicative programming. So what is programming languages? So these are two broad groups. They are having two broad groups. Traditional programming languages, these are having sequence of instructions. So it is based on a sequence of instruction. There is a particular sequence in the instructions, whatever we are giving. First, second, and some third generation languages, these are included in first, second, and some of the third generation languages. So objects are created rather than sequence of instructions. So objects are created In this, the objects are created. Like objects we are using in C++ and Java, we are creating an object. So through objects, we are accessing the class. So objects are created rather than the sequence of instructions. Some third generation and fourth and fifth generation languages. So these are included, objects are included in some of the third generation, fourth and fifth generation languages. So traditional programming language. So what is traditional programming language? Fortran. So formula, translation. What is the full form of Fortran? Formula and translations. It is developed by at IBM in the mid of 1950s. So designed for specific and mathematical applications by scientists and engineers. So it is designed by some of the scientific and mathematical applications by scientists and engineers. COBOL, so Common Business Oriented Language, developed in 1959. So COBOL is a common business oriented language which is developed in 1959, designed to be common to many different computers. So these are designed for which is are common for the other different computers. So typically used for business applications. So COBOL is a language which is used for the business applications. So whatever people are doing business, these are made for those people who are doing the business. So basic, so beginner all-purpose symbolic instructions code developed as a simple language for students to write programs with which they could interact through terminals. So it is a simple language for students to write the programs where they can interact through the terminals. So developed at Dartmouth College in mid-1960s. So the basic language is developed at Dartmouth College in the mid of 1960s. So traditional programming language. So the traditional programming language which we are going to read in now, that is C programming language, developed at Bell Laboratories in the early of 1970s. So which provides control and efficiency of assembly language while having third generation language features. So it provides a control and efficiency of the assembly language. Like the code we are writing, it provides the control and it is efficient, and while having the third generation language features. It is also having the features of third generation language. Often used for some system programs. It is often used for the system programs. System programs like operating systems which we are using are designed basically by the C language. So Unix is written in C. Unix, Linux, which are is written in the C language. Object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented programming language are the Simula and Smalltalk. What is Simula? It is the first object-oriented language developed by Al John-Dahl in 1960s. So it is the first object-oriented language which is developed by the John-Dahl in 1960s. Smalltalk, the first object-oriented language developed by the Xerox in mid-1970s, is still in use of some of the computers. Smalltalk we are using in some of the computers. Not everybody is using. Some people are using Smalltalks in the computers. The next one is C++ language. So it is a C language with additional features. So C is the basic language. So it has, after giving additional features, it has become the C++, widely used for developing systems and application software. It is usually developed, but it is used for developing the system and application software. The application software which we are using, it is mainly developed for those systems. So graphical user interfaces can be developed easily with the visual programming tools. So graphical GUI which we are using, that can be developed easily with the visual programming tools. So visual programming tools. So object-oriented programming language. The Java, an object-oriented programming language similar to C++. The enhanced version of C++ is the Java that eliminates lots of C++ problematic features. So Java will eliminate some of the, not some, we can say more of the C++ program problematic features. Because what C++ are performing some problem in their features, so Java will eliminate those features. Allows a web page developer to create programs for applications called applets that can be used through a browser. So web page, what we are using, these are developed using Java, and which we are using for the application. It is developed by the applets. Applets is the form of Java which we are using to develop a web page, and that can be used through a browser, and which we can use through a browser. Objective of Java developers is that it can be machine, platform, and operating system independent. So objective of the Java developers is that it can be machine. It is a machine, form, and platform. We can use Java on different platforms. Like we can run one Java program on different platforms. And operating system independent, and it is an operating system independent. In the book, special programming languages. Special programming language is a scripting language, JavaScript and VBA script, PHP and ASP, Perl and Python. So these are the scripting languages we are going to read. Command language. Command languages are sh, .ch.cchs and bash are the command languages. Text processing language, LaTeX and PostScript. The continuation of this one, the HTML, hypertext markup language, used on the internet and the World Wide Web. We are using HTML on the internet and on World Wide Web. World Wide Web, whatever we are giving, like www.google.com. So we are using, it will be developed using HTML. So web page developer puts brief codes called tags. We are using tags in the HTML. So in the page to indicate how the page should be formatted. So we are using different tags on the page. We are if we want an page to be developed, so we are using different tags according to the instructions, according to the page we want to be formatted. XML, extensible markup language, a language for defining other languages. XML is used to define the other languages. This one we have studied about the different programming languages. First we have studied what is programming language, then we have studied the types of programming language, then we have we went through the different programming languages and their uses and how they are developed. So in the next slide we're going to study about the other languages, which is a language, and another like about the design and the development of the C programming language. Thank you. That's for today. Thank you so much.